Hi there, I'm Cliff Barrickman from Animal Planet's Finding Bigfoot. I'm here to talk about math. When I was a student, I really enjoyed math, but I was pretty good at it. I was pretty fortunate in that way. I got to help other people with their math, though, and that really empowered me and later led me to be a teacher when I was a grown-up. I did have some negative experiences with math, though. I didn't do very well once in my college calculus class because I was distracted by things like fishing and going bigfooting at the time. But I learned about it, and I think that's a positive thing that came out of math, is that I learned about myself and what it takes to be a success. And I would say if there's one word or phrase to kind of describe my relationship with math, it would be diligence, because it's about the work you put in. But that work is way worth it because math is important. Math is like the language of the universe. It's the language the universe speaks. It predicts the future, and that is cool.
For me, math was bad. It was really bad. My math teachers in middle school and high school were good. They were good teachers, but they didn't fit with my style of learning. I needed more explanation for things, and I didn't really get it. It was in part my fault. I didn't necessarily seek out more tutoring or more help. But with a dad who had a degree that was in part math-based, it was a little tough. But a positive experience that I had with math was when I got to a certain level into college and I took calculus. I wanted to be an engineer when I first started. And I took calculus and I failed it. I failed it really, really bad. And so I retook it and I got a different professor who I'd done a little bit of research on, and I knew that he explained things in the long way. So that was more what I wanted, what I needed. And I passed the class, and I also took extra time out of my own schedule to learn more of the concepts, and that really helped a lot. I think a phrase that I think of when I think of math is comfortably confused, because I know enough about math now, and I can use math in my day-to-day life, but there are times when I get a little out of my depth. But that's okay. There's nothing wrong with being out of your depth in math, because you can go look it up, as long as you understand the basic concepts, which is really a really important thing to learn. I think the important thing to learn when it comes to math is when people say, you don't need to learn this math, I'm never going to use this math. That's never, ever true. It's like saying you don't need to learn to write an essay because you're never going to do it in your regular life. By learning to write an essay, you learn to use basic English better. By learning to do complicated math like advanced algebra, calculus, trigonometry, your basic math you learn so well that you can do it without thinking about it too much. You don't want to have to sit down and calculate things by writing them out longhand every time, so you learn the complex stuff so that the basic stuff that you're going to use every day, I use it every day, is solid.